Right, Sora?
Shalom, Jake. Shalom. We're going to get into this. And it's about a dream that I had last night. Okay. Now, I don't know. I have a lot of dreams, but this particular dream reminded me of a dream that I had a few years ago. And I remember it clearly. All right. And I guess we're at about that time where as though you're going to start seeing a lot of crazy things happening. So, normally we the prophets of doom. Okay. We prophesy annihilation to this kingdom and to the heathen. But this was different. This was when Jake time, he saw the end of the world. Jacob is the beginning of it that followed. So I seen Jake being raised up and given immortality. This is the brother's page, Montezak Banyamyam 144. I'll put his link down in the comment section. Subscribe and be edified. We're gonna play a little bit of this video, and I'm gonna tell you about this dream because it was beautiful. It was beautiful. Amongst all the craziness that's going on, it was very beautiful.
Consider the lilies, how they grow. They toil not, they spin not. And yet I say unto you that Solomon in all his glory was not arrayed like one of these. If then God so clothed the grass which is today in the field and tomorrow is cast into the oven, how much more will he clothe you, O ye of little faith? And seek not ye what ye shall eat or what ye shall drink, neither be ye of doubtful mind. For all these things do the nations of the world seek after, and your Father knoweth that ye have need of these things. But rather seek ye the kingdom of God, and all these things shall be added unto you. Fear not, little flock, for it is your Father's good pleasure to give you the kingdom. Sell that ye have, and give alms. Provide yourselves bags which wax not old, a treasure in the heavens that faileth not, where no thief approacheth, neither moth corrupteth. For where your treasure is, there will your heart be also.
According to the Holy Scriptures, YAHAWASHI, the Son of the Most High, is set to bring immortality to the nation of Israel, the elect, via establishing the tabernacle of David. As we talk about the second coming of who the world ignorantly calls Jesus Christ, he is coming to take down this current world ruled by Esau, Edom, and establish a righteous kingdom, which is synonymous with the throne of David. That's scriptural, which is a government that's going to run this world in righteousness.
Fear not, little flock, for it is your Father's good pleasure to give you the kingdom. Sell that ye have, and give alms. Provide yourselves bags which wax not old, a treasure in the heavens that faileth not, where no thief approacheth, neither moth corrupteth. For where your treasure is, there will your heart be also.
Ecclesiastes 18 verse 6 says, "For the wondrous works of the Lord, there may nothing be taken from them, neither may anything be put on to them. Neither can the ground of them be found out. When a man have done, then he beginneth, and when he leave off, then he shall be doubtful." And see, some brothers got a little bit of doubt, you know, or sometimes we don't do what we need to do. Like me, if I miss a day of putting something up, like I didn't put nothing up yesterday, you know, and I feel bad about that, you know, whereas though we should be doing something every day. Okay, because you know how people say, oh, what that happened during biblical times? No, you're in a biblical reality. Biblical times is every day, all day. Okay, this is why we filter everything through the scriptures. All right. Ecclesiastes 18, verse 8. What is a man and whereto serve he? What is his good and what is his evil? The number of a man's days at the most are 100 years. As a drop of water unto the sea and a gravel stone in comparison of the sand, so are 1,000 years to the days of eternity. And like I said in this dream, I seen brothers being raised up. All right. Ecclesiastes 18 verse 11. Therefore is Yahweh patient with them and pour forth his mercy upon them. He saw and perceived their end to be evil. Therefore he multiplied his compassion. Let's get into this. Barakatha Hawa, Barakatha Hawashai, Barakatha Hawa, Barakatha Hawashai, Barakatha Hawa, Barakatha Hawashai. Call Allah Yahweh, Bashem, Yahawashai, Bashem, Rakaha Kodash. Double honors to the apostles and the elders of GMS. I believe those are the prophets. Shalom and salutations to those that teach the likewise doctrine. Shalom to the Akim and the Akwab. Shalom to the scattered Israelites across the four corners of the planet. May the Most High and the Son be with you during these trying times. Now, what I seen, like I said, I had a dream a while back of us becoming immortal. But this time it was different. This was that first dream I had. It was right after the destruction. But this was a little bit further after the Great Destruction. This was when things had settled down. And it was like the 1/3 and the first fruits, they already, in this dream, they already, like the first 7,000, they was good. This was when the next batch, because in that first dream, I seen an order in heaven. Okay. You had Yahawashi. I'm trying to remember how I seen it. Yahawashi, the archangels. I believe I seen. I didn't see him, but I knew they was there because I could feel it through telepathy. King David and his men, and it was weird because in that first dream I had Tahar and them, they knew him. Okay, now I came in during the 11th hour. As you can see, things are ending now. This reality is literally ending right before your eyes. Now, in this second dream that I had last night, we was above, like, floating, and like it was almost like we weren't a chariot. We was floating above the earth, and we was probably about 100 feet off the ground. But seeing this picture, like right here, this was perfect. I didn't even know this was gonna show right here. Yeah, we was like this. We was all floating off the ground, and you could see people as far as you can see. As far as you can see. And he was floating over us. And some of us was nervous because you had people there who was going to be made an example of. They thought that they was going to get through, but you knew in your spirit some people who was there, they was going to be made an example of. Now, a lot of us was nervous, but what I seen, and this man, he did look like some of the drawings that Jakes be having of Yahawashi. Yeah, them Jake pictures, they they're pretty on point. Now he was taller than all of us. He was floating around us, and it was like if he stopped near you, he would put his finger up at like the heavens, or like his hand up at the heavens, even though we was floating, and you could see as far as the eye could see, you could see people. And I'm gonna have to assume the 1/3 was there too, but it was a few. There was a few rebellious idiots in it that was going to be made examples of. They got all the way to the end just to not make it. That had to be destroyed and reborn. That was terrifying. But we was floating, and if he put his hand up to the heavens, some of your works would be shown across like the heavens. So he would put his hands up. And I remember seeing the elder from Las Vegas there. And if I'm not mistaken, he put his hand up, and the brother work was shown across out of heavens. Now, I thought that was cool. And then he started floating around the congregation. Now, we was floating too, but he was floating higher than us. And you had no fear of falling or anything. It was like, well, you pretty much was at that point of immortality. But like I said, it was some people that didn't belong there, and he was going to deal with them. Okay, but they made it all the way to the point, to the end, just to literally taste a little bit of that kingdom, just to be cut off. That is scary. So I was nervous as hell. But then when he got to me, he played a little bit of one of my videos, and I was like, wow. Man, I just started crying. I was happy. Other people was crying. And this is why I guess Apostle Tahar say the internet do the heavy lifting. I seen brothers was crying. And that's when the fear had fell off me. Right? And I even seen some people there. And I guess they was there because I'm not really going to say no names, but I guess it meant that because they was actors. They was famous actors. But I think they was there not because they was really part of the dream. Because sometimes when you have dreams, things in your dreams for you to understand the meaning. During this time, we all knew we had lived many, many lives. But this was the last time that we was going through all this, because we lived and died many lives. So to me, the actors symbolized how our reality is now. It's almost like our lives was many plays in the Most High's movie or something like that. And this was the last time, because this is when the immortality begins. And I seen him, like I said, we was all floating. He was flying around the congregation. It was people as far as you can see. Like in this dream, how you see all these little kids with crowns on as far as you could see. All right? And when he took the veil off our mind, it was like we all knew each other from past lives. Literally, it was almost like we had so many lives. When the veil was taken off, you knew these people. A lot of these Jakes that teach the same doctrine. It was weird. It was like we all knew each other from different lives, past lives. Man, it was beautiful. It was very beautiful. So I remember trying to explain to one of these people that was there. I was like, well, I can't really explain immortality to you. It just felt like time stopped. You still recognize time, but time not important anymore. And man, that felt good. That felt real good. So after that, and he actually said something to me, but I don't remember it. But one thing I do remember is that You brothers, keep your faith in him. You're going to see a lot of crazy things. Keep your faith in him. Because he was looking at us and he was smiling. He was proud of us. You know, he was proud of us. But one thing I do know is that some of you brothers that are probably particularly hard on yourself, you feel as though you ain't doing enough. You know, you probably ain't trying to get that extra credit. They do say make your call in the election, sure. You know, but remember, he said that how do it go? He will pardon abundantly. Hey, just remember to repent. You know, I mean, hey, still do the follow law, statutes, and commandments to the best of your ability, and still always remember, you know, you got to feed the sheep. Got to feed his sheep. All right. But yeah, after that, I woke up. And when I woke up, this is where it gets strange at. Because it gets strange after I wake up. Now I woke up. It was 5:51. Let me show you what happened. So I said, 5:51. So I typed that in my phone. Let me show you what popped up. Now remember, I'm woke now. I'm really woke now. All right. And my curtains. I close my curtains when it start getting dark. I always do that. But for some reason, my curtain was slightly open. And it was daylight. No, I'm sorry. It was nighttime slowly changing into the daylight. All right. And it was 5:51. Let me show you what happened when I typed in 5:51. Yeah, the numbers 551 was on my phone. So I just typed it in and this is what appeared. All right, I didn't type nothing. I put in 551 meaning, and Isaiah 55 verse 1 popped up. So we're going to go and read it. Ho, everyone that thirsteth, come ye to the waters, and he that have no money, come ye buy and eat. Yea, come buy wine and milk without money and without price. You see? So, hey, these learning this truth, these scriptures from the proper men, they're literally inviting you to the supper. So, hey, fill your belly on this truth, right? Get all you can get now, because that famine is coming. Man shall not live by bread alone, right? Isaiah 55 verse 2, wherefore do ye spend money for that which is not bread, and your labor for that which satisfy not? Hearken diligently unto me, and eat ye that which is good, and let your soul delight itself in fatness. Isaiah 55 verse 3, incline your ear and come unto me, hear, and your soul shall live, and I will make an everlasting covenant with you, even the sure mercies of David. Call her Lord YAHAWASHI. So, after I woke up out of this dream, some of it I don't remember, but all I remember is that, man, when you experience that eternity and all the abilities that come with it, and then it's beautiful to experience in a dream and get an inclination of how it feels. But man, when we actually experience it, and most high willing, we are part of the election. I mean, my little words can't explain it. Now remember, these are dreams. You do with it what you want to do with it. Now this is where it gets even a little strange. I go back to sleep. I wake up at 8:51. And I type 8:51 in my phone, and this is what I found. Now, I don't deal with numerology. I don't deal with numbers like that. But it's the angel number 851, right? So I passed on that, but this is what it says. Okay, it says 851 is a message to maintain a positive attitude and outlook in regards to current life changes you may be experiencing. So I look past that. I said, you know what? I said, I'm gonna go ahead and just type in 851 KJV. So that's what I did, and look at what comes up. I didn't type no verses, and I just put in 851 meaning KJV. Now check this out. It says, it took me to John 8:51. Verily, verily, I say unto you, if a man keepeth my saying, he shall never see death. Call Allah YAHAWASHI. That dream was about immortality, right? None of us in that dream, as far as I know, had experienced death before we was woken up again in this current time frame. What I mean by that, this current life that you live in, and I don't think we experienced death and was woken back up. I think that all of us that was up there, we got up there during this current lifetime. Okay, so we gonna read all of John 8:51. Let me find it and get it. John 8 verse 51. Verily, verily, I say unto you, if a man keep my saying, he shall never see death. Matthew 16 verse 28. This is the NIV. Truly I tell you, some who are standing here will not taste death, for they see the Son of Man coming in his kingdom. Call Allah YAHAWASHI. Matthew 17 verse 1. After 6 days, Yahushua took with him Peter, James, and John, a brother of James, and led them up a high mountain by themselves. There he was transfigured before them. His face shone like the sun, and his clothes became as white as light. In this dream, he just had like the full beard, the full white hair, everything was white, his clothes was white. And we was almost dressed very similar to him. This almost white as light. Okay. 1 John 3 verse 2. This is the KJV. Beloved, now are we the sons of God, and it does not yet appear what we shall be. But we know that when he appear, we shall be like him, for we shall see him as he is. Call Allah YAHAWASHI. I see you again real soon, Jake. Stay prayed up. Shalom.